What is up, my friends? Jess here with Just Man Sports Cards. I'm going to have basically what I bought over the last 90 days. Um, I prepped all these for PSA. I won't send them in at the $19 level. I'll just wait for a better level. Some of these can probably go at 15, but I'll probably wait till it creeps down below that or some specials. I will have baseball, then football, and then basketball, and I tried to organize by year. Frank Thomas, this is the Hank Aaron. It's the refractor. You can see it. These are like 1 per 188 packs, so pretty rare. Gallery of Heroes. These are really cool. Let's see if I can get better light. It's a little better. Yeah. These are catching on. I think this is the 98 one. They started in 97. Those are the most popular ones because they're the OG ones. Bruce Smith auto. It's not. It's hand signed. I reached out to the guy that was selling it. He was auctioning it, and he had a bunch of like Bruce Smith and other stuff. And he said he was selling his dad's collection, who had passed away, and it all looked like pretty legit to me. And then I looked over the auto pretty extensively. Another thing you can do is you can send PSA the link of the thing, and they charge like $10, and they'll tell you if they think it's real or not. They just give you an opinion on it. This is the legacy Nature Means. This is probably like a PSA 7 or 6. So this is just kind of like a collection card, numbered out of 100, row 1. Yeah. So this is 97, 98. Here's a big boy one. Exclamation point. These are like 1 and 200 packs. You just have to be careful. Some of them don't have the foil on them. So that's just something you want to watch out for. Those aren't really worth as much or considered like the OGs. So the Merino, they have like a Jerry Rice and some other one, Emmett, that go for quite a bit. Radiance, just kind of cut onto these. I've been picking them up as I've seen them. They don't pop up that often because they're out of 100, but they kind of have this cool refractory finish to them. Natron Means. So I've just been trying to stay to Hall of Famers as I pick them up. You could pick up non-Hall of Famers for pretty cheap of this set, actually. Tim Brown. This is acetate, and then PSA can sometimes be pretty hard on clear acetate because the scratch you can see on like both sides if it has one. Gallery Heroes, you'll see a number of these. This is the 2001 Troy Aikman. Centering can be a little tough on top to bottom. I thought both of those looked pretty good. Marshall Falk. So again, just sticking with the Hall of Famers. You really have to get these into the sunlight, and they look gorgeous. It's a pretty good picture right there. The lighting just kind of changed because it's about to rain here, so it's quite nice right now. Different chains. You can see like a little surface stuff there, so that's not a 10. So I don't think most of these warrant the 19, like I said. Steve Young, I've been watching a little more of his stuff. This is the refractor. This looks pretty clean. I forget, this is pretty rare too. It's like close to 1 in 200 packs. So I've been watching football a little closer since it's the off season. The credentials, Ricky Williams. I just lost on a Vic. I was the second highest bidder by $1, which is always frustrating. High grade on these is tough, but in football, cards are still affordable. Same with the platinum. Some of these cards I like are just really tough to collect in basketball, are much more affordable. This was just sitting on eBay, and I think it was like 18 bucks. So I just hit lowest to highest, and I scrolled, and then this was the first Hall of Famer, and I was like, it just seemed like a no-brainer to me. So I don't always only do auctions. I do sometimes do buy it now. It's Terrell Suggs, 2003. Just looking at his stats. If you follow his auctions, sometimes you can get stuff for fairly cheap. I mean, it's a white corner, so white down there. It's probably an 8. Calvin Johnson. This is a pretty clean copy. It's the gold out of 2008. So this is his second year card. His stuff does okay. Von Miller, collegiate card. Diggs had a great season last year. I think he's going to have another great season. It's kind of a mini card, but these look pretty good once they get into a PSA holder. Another, I'm okay with some of these Sage cards. Some people aren't. The pro stuff does go for a lot more, but DK, I've been looking at his stuff. I think him and Gino started to make a connection there at the end. Khalil Mack. It's not really collegiate, but it was when he was doing collegiate, so or when he was a pro. My bad. This is the hollow Chris Jones. It looks pretty. I mean, you can see from there it looks pretty centered, and these are typically not centered on the back, so it's not centered like left to right. But I should have had another example. These are just it's tough to get. So this is it's got a shot at a 10. Dr. J. People that watch the channel know that Dr. J fan and collector. First day issue. This is a Patrick Ewing card, but then some people do collect it since it's got Jordan in it. I sold a PSA 9 for like $100. I had to sit on it for like a year and a half, but Wave of the Future. This is one of his rookie cards. One of my favorite of his rookies. This looks pretty clean. It's not quite centered top to bottom, but they typically have like a little scuff mark, like right around here, like almost on all of them. So this one did not have that. It's just so Metal Force. This is an insert. These PSA just did like $20, so you can get this pretty cheap graded. The 9s go a little more, but a lot of them aren't peeled. I peel them just because it does. It's got like there you can see it, a silver finish on the front. They just look a lot better without the peel, in my opinion. And this is something I've been doing a little more because some of these cards will sit in like a bin that I have prepped and ready, and then just essentially waiting for specials. And sometimes I can't remember. I mean, it's pretty obvious to see the dings and stuff on this, but then so this is not an easy card to find. So even in a 2 or 3, I got it for cheap. I mean, because of the condition. It was on like combined shipping. This is a super rare Iverson. Kobe's in it too. Rising Stars is the set. A lot of times it's got a foil where it says their name, like Allen Iverson and the Sixers. This is considered the no foil. It's like 50-50 when they have it and don't have it. This is a 7 or 8. You really got to watch like paper loss because it's kind of like canvasy, so you can see a little bit of the there, and then on the back you can see it like through here. So they'll definitely ding this, and it's got a soft corner up there. So it's like an 8 at best. It's got great centering for this card, but then the surface is probably going to hurt it pretty bad. These haven't caught on big time yet. Uh, you can look up pack odds. I've shown them before. It's over 1 in 100. These aren't easy to find. Um, it's acetate, so you can see through it there. I didn't have one in my collection, so there's not that many graded ones out there. I got this for pretty cheap at one of the local card shows. I think I paid like $5 for it. So I have it as an 8 or a 9. It's just got like a weird surface thing on it that wouldn't come off, and it's on the front. This is the blue. If you're not familiar, this is a rookie. So this is a pretty rare rookie for him. Not super rare, but rare. Kinetics. I've talked about these on the channel before. 1 in 20. This one's got a refractor line right here. See it? So I don't know how they would. It's not a 10. So to me, it's an 8 or a 9. Everything else on it's fine. Those are 1 in 20. It's like a 20 card set. So it's like 400 packs to get that. These are short printed. It's a rookie. The backs are the bugger. You can see here. To me, this is an 8 because I've seen quite a few of these, but I could see them giving it a 7. These are the Quantum Silvers out of 200. This is the Duncan second year. You can see the surface stuff here. And then it did have some whiting like around here. So it's probably 7 or an 8. They sometimes grade them pretty hard. I was buying these raw. It's got like an atomic finish. It's really hard to capture on like a flat screenshot. It just doesn't show up. But you can see on the camera here, like these are pretty awesome cards. Ray Allen's in it, and then Iverson and a couple other folks. But this is a second year Duncan. I just won a PSA 9 for like $20, which I thought was a steal. It's got a little white there, so this is probably an 8 or a 9. Gallery of Heroes. These do pretty well. Iverson, Kobe. I mean, Kobe in it definitely helps. I picked this up at the last card show. These are short prints. They're like retros of the 86 set. They're from 06. First 8 issues. We saw the Patrick Ewing, and then they finally like kind of carried on this set. I don't collect a lot of Wilt, but I really like this because a lot of his cards don't have great photos. It's Wilt and Bill Russell, and these are numbered out of 1999. So that's probably the year it was made. No, these are 2007. So I'm not quite sure why they used that year. So this is Durant's rookie year. Some of them are numbered to 499. I haven't figured that out. This is Bill Russell, and then it's got Wilt in it. So I thought it was another great, and then it's numbered. So I'm cool with that. You don't see these pop up too much. This is Curry's rookie year, 09. Black out of 48. Bernard King. I was looking at picking up one of his rookies, and then I was like, man, there's so many of his rookies. Like, it's only one card, but then there's a decent amount of them out there. So I was like, what is a cool auto go for? And I just went to the buy it nows and searched, and this wasn't the cheapest one, but it's SP. It's a good photo of nice auto. It's like $16. Dr. J refractor. These weren't popular at all for a really long time, and this set is finally catching on. Refractor, you can see there. Little whiting there. I put this note just because this can sometimes be hard to see. See how they write members only through here. Not everyone catches that. It was listed as members only. So I don't even think there's any of these graded. 0.08. You have to get these in just the right light on these extractors. It's hard to see. You can kind of see the checkerboard. When you pull it out, it's easier to see. You can see it easier through there. And then extractor, and then they're numbered to 288. I have two of the Irvings, Dr. J's. This is just the base. These go for like $5-8. You can get a 10 of that for pretty cheap. Number Dr. J. As long as it's a cool picture, I'm cool with collecting it. If it's not a cool picture, I'm not really into it. The purple. This one's pretty well centered, left to right, top to bottom. And then the back was fairly clean out of 99. So I'm surprised it wasn't graded. This one's a little easier to see that it's fatter on this side. This isn't numbered, but it's a orange prism. For whatever reason, I've seen some copies of this, and even this one, it has like scuffing right here. I don't know why that is. This is the prism. This is numbered, yeah, to 99. I had bought some base of this, and then this popped up recently, and the Mojo, I think it's called, out of 25. I think that's a pretty cool picture and card. 3 more cards. If you like what you see, mostly 90s, but then you can see collecting to the 2000s and mostly Hall of Fame players. Basketball is my jam, but I do go into other sports. So definitely like the video if you liked it. Feel free to subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. This is, I think, called the Hyper Prism. This isn't numbered either. Both these creams were pretty clean. Did I show that was numbered to 350? I can't remember. And then I picked this up at a card show. I got like 3 or 4 of these cards, and this was the only one that was clean. So they had been pre-sorted for grading. So you don't always win big, and there was a reason these were $2. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well, and I'll catch you later.